things that we want to take into consideration while we're doing this search. One of them is going to be the depth and clarity of the water, our ability to see underwater, and also the sediments that will be built up on the bottom. Because this is relatively slow moving water, we can expect there to be somewhere between 2, 3, 4 feet of sediment on the bottom. It means anything that's metallic and heavy is over time going to sink to the bottom until it gets to either the clay bottom or a rock bottom. My name is Bill Pfeiffer. I have been diving about 30 years. I started working as a commercial diver in 1982. I still do that to some extent now. I mostly work in the public safety field. I am a public safety diver for the Nesconset Fire Department. I am a trainer for lifeguard systems, and I train public safety divers for police, fire department, military, and specialize in rescue and ice operations. First thing that we're going to do is going out and do a simple survey of the site using basic search procedures that we would use in a fire department if we were looking for a body or a piece of evidence or something like that. We'll send a diver out, a defined distance, in this case probably like 75 feet, and we'll have him sweep back and forth. What we're going to be doing is not so much looking for the item, but looking at the bottom itself so that we can determine whether there's any obstructions in there. If there was tree stumps, a sunken car or something like that, we would want to know that's there beforehand so that for the next phase we'd be prepared to deal with that. Unlike the regular progress along, you'll have a digital depth gauge on. We'll tell you to stop. Whenever we tell you to stop and check the bottom, you're going to take the pole, the measured pole, push it into the mud gently and find out how deep the silt is. We just want to see how deep it is for the scanner for later. And then we're going to take a depth measurement, give us on comm, let us know what the depth is there. If you find anything of interest, whether it's an obstruction on the bottom or a target, something that we might be looking for, just stop, put it right in front of your mask. We'll get a position here, we'll get a compass heading, we'll get a the distance out, and we'll document it. Don't pick up anything, don't bring anything back. Everything stays right where it is. If it has to come up, then it'll come up, crime scene procedures. We go in, Tupperware it, bottom samples, water samples, photographs, the whole 9 yards, and then it comes up. So for right now, we just want to know where everything is. Now you're positive, right? Because you're going to sink when you go in. Okay, one shot. Excellent day. Affirmative, report back. The bottom end conditions here are going to be completely silt and mud. So as long as you proceed with forward motion, then you're going to have a reasonable visibility. You'll be able to see 3, 4, 5 feet. But as soon as you stop, then the silt trail that you're generating behind you kind of catches up to you, and all of a sudden you're in a total blackout condition where you can't see anything, you can't read your gauges, you can't tell up or down. It's, you're diving completely by braille. Which is right there, and he's directly out from 10. I'm going to want to do that again because that was a really silty area at 25 and 35 feet. We had Diver Springer, condition check, please. the divers that were here today are members of the Nesconset Fire Department Scuba Rescue Team. These are guys that I dive with on a regular basis. And when Gail and Ryan told me that they wanted to search this area, they asked me to put the team together. So basically I handpicked the best divers that I know and brought them out to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to deploy a bottom crawling robot guided by a military grade GPS. This robot is capable of identifying metallic objects under the mud to quite a depth. So it'll be guided by a military grade GPS, and it'll go through, find all of the metal that's under there. We'll then go back and crunch all the numbers to find out what's soda cans, what's anchor chains, what's actually, the correct size and density that it might be a pistol. We return with the divers at that point, attach the GPS system to the divers, and we can use a laptop computer and actually guide them to each individual piece of metal that has the right density to be what the item that we're looking for, and we'll drop right in on that and dig that up. We go through this procedure correctly. By the time all is said and done, we'll be able to positively determine whether or not the item is here.